Merry Christmas, everyone. Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. Before I go any further into the video, advance apologies if you pick up on any kind of background noise. I'm still out visiting my family for Christmas, and I'm not planning on heading back home until Monday. Anyway, it's Friday as I record this, but I'm expecting it'll be Sunday when I upload this. Whenever it does go up, though, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas wherever you're celebrating. Christmas in Arkham ended Sunday with a sweep of Shub-Niggurath by a 3-0 margin, and then Wednesday we moved into space for a game of Star Realms. Today we're coming back to a game I last played in November on the channel as we play Gaia Project. In this game we're trying to colonize planets in the Terra Mystica galaxy. Our goal here is to get the most victory points at the end of the game. Our victory points will be moving in both directions, as we'll be gaining victory points during the game for certain actions, but we'll also be spending victory points during the game. I'll explain how that works when it happens during the game. Anyway, let's go meet our faction first. When we last played this game in November, we actually won a nail-biter against the same Automa opponent that we're playing against today. But today we're playing as the Geodens, which is a different faction in the game. So they start off with 4 power in Bowl 2, 2 in Bowl 1. As part of the starting bonus, they get 1 level in the terraforming track. They'll get 2 ore as a one-time bonus, which I'll go ahead and give them that now. So we'll start with 6 ore, 3 knowledge, and 15 credits, along with the QIC cube. And our special Planetary Institute power when it comes online. When you colonize a new planet, you gain 3 knowledge as a one-time bonus. Now we have to be careful about when we get that Planetary Institute out, because if we already have a planet type colonized when we get the Planetary Institute out, when we colonize a new planet of that same type, we won't get the bonus from that planetary type. Yes, I'm also having some problems with my lighting today. I probably will end up changing that out before too long, but anyway. Home planet type this time is the orange planet, which I believe was 1 step away for our faction last game, but I think that's about it for our faction. Now let's go through the Automa faction. We are going to be playing against the Taklons once more today, and I'll actually properly build the AI deck before we get started. But the one thing I do want to mention is whenever this symbol comes up to take a faction action, they're going to be building a mine. Range is always 3, and when they're looking for a tiebreaker, they're looking to crowd me in as the shortest distance of one of my planets. Then they'll take a QIC action based on the support card, and they'll gain 2 victory points for that. So that's it for the Taklons. Now let's move up to the scoring boards, and we'll take a look at all of our scoring and tech tiles. So we've got the research and scoring boards over here. We'll take a look at the research board first. We've got the 6 tracks over here. The terraforming track, which you can see we're up 1 level on that. We've got the navigation track, which lets you reach out further. Normally ranges only adjacent planets that you're able to colonize. Then we have the artificial intelligence track, which just gives you QIC cubes. The Gaia Project track, which makes it easier to start Gaia projects and on transdim planets. The economy track, which gives you more stuff on the income phase. And then the knowledge track, which gives you more knowledge on the income phase. We've also got 6 advanced tech tiles up here and the 9 basic tech tiles. Now, when you upgrade to a research lab or an academy, I'm probably going to change that light out before I start the game, but when you upgrade to a research lab or an academy, you're able to take one of these tech tiles, or if you're in position up here on a track and have a Federation token, you can actually exhaust the Federation token to be able to take an advanced tech tile. If you take from one of these 6 tracks, you have to advance on that respective track, but if you take from down here, you can advance on any track. Then we've also got the power and QIC actions down here, which I won't explain everything about those now. I'll explain those when they come up. But anyway, let's look at the basic tech tiles first. So on the terraforming track, we have an action once per turn to charge 4 power, which wouldn't be a terrible thing to grab potentially. On the navigation track, one-time bonus of 1 ore and a QIC. Then on the artificial intelligence track, income of 4 gold. 4 gold. Gold or credits, I'll probably use the two terms interchangeably. They basically mean the same thing. On the Gaia Project track, when we're building federations, planetary institutes and academies count as 4 power. And that's actually starting to annoy me. So before we continue going through the tracks, I'm going to change out that light. Okay, now that we got that figured out, the last basic tactile I had revealed was on the Gaia Project track, planetary institutes and academies counting as 4 power when you're building federations. On the economy track, we have just a straight 7 victory points. Then on the knowledge track, on income phase, you get 1 ore and you get to charge a power. Now, charging and gaining power are slightly different in Gaia Project. So if you gain power, it's new power going into your bowls. If you charge power, you move it on the power cycle from bowl 1 to bowl 2 and then 2 to 3. So any of those 6 basic tactiles we have to take from that, we'd have to advance in that respective track. Now these last 3, we can actually advance in any of the tracks if we take from there. So here we find a one-time boost of 1 knowledge per planetary type you've colonized when you take that. Then income phase, 1 credit and a knowledge. And finally, whenever you place a mine on a Gaia planet, you get 3 extra victory points. So if you take from those 3 tiles, you get to advance on any track. And then advanced tech tiles, remember, we need to be at level 4 or 5 on the respective track and have a Federation token that can flip over into it. So the straight 12 victory points won't work because that's gray on both sides. But anyway, at the top of the terraforming track today, which reminds me, at the top of the terraforming track, there is a Federation token up there. So you get 7 victory points and 2 ore for that one. But anyway, advanced tech token at the top of the terraforming track. Whenever you put a mine out, you get 3 bonus victory points. At the top of the navigation track, when you pass, you get 3 victory points per Federation token you have. On the artificial intelligence track, you get 2 victory points every time you go up a knowledge track. Gaia Project track, when you pass, get 3 victory points for every research lab you have out. At the top of the economy track, once per round action of 5 credits and a QIC cube. And at the top of the knowledge track, when you take it, you get 5 victory points per Federation token you have. That will do it for the research board. Moving over to the scoring board, we'll go through the round actions first. So round 1, you get 5 victory points if you're able to get your Planetary Institute out, and the AI will get 0 at the end of the round. Then round 2, if you get 4 victory points every time you put a mine on a Gaia planet, the AI will get 2 victory points at their end of round, and I'll explain more about how that's going to work. Round 3, mines on Gaia planets again, 3 points per this time, 2 victory points for the AI. Then in round 4, we want to put mines out, 2 victory points per, and 6 points for the AI at their round end. Round 5, Putting out trading stations, 4 victory points per. The AI will get 6 points at end of round. And round 6, putting out planetary institutes and academies again. So this time they'll get 5. This time the AI would get 5 victory points for that. But anyway. And then end game scoring, then final scoring tiles. On the top we have number of sectors you're in, and the dummy player, which is down here, starts off at 6. So I'm going to use gray to represent a dummy player for purposes of scoring. We'll both start on 0. And the other scoring tile we have is number of satellites, and the dummy player will start at 8. So those can come up as part of when we need to form federations. I want to make sure I'm going to have to make sure that there's no different way that gets handled, but I think that just counts. I think that just counts straight satellites. So let me just double check this while I'm thinking about it for the final scoring tile. Yeah, no, I don't think there's. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any kind of special rule for that, so that will actually make my life somewhat easy, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself there. Anyway, that's that board all set up. Now we need to move back over to the main board. Alright, so looks like it's not going to be a light problem this game. The light on the left side is going to keep flickering, so advance apologies for that. I guess I will just have to live with it, but anyway. Let's go ahead and go through our round boosters for today. So first couple are income heavy tokens, so you'll get +2 power in the bowls and an ore. Then you can get 2 credits and a QIC cube. Then 2 credits on the income phase, and you can build a mine with a free terraforming step. This one will give you an ore on income phase and 2 victory points per trading station when you pass. Then this one will give you 4 power on income phase and 4 points per planetary institute and academy when you pass. So anyway, we need to give the AI their round booster first. I might end up sleeving these cards before it's all said and done here. Especially if I expect I'm going to be playing this game a lot on the channel, because there is a lot of game here to dig into. Especially once I start getting into more randomized setups. But anyway, the AI will take the middle round booster, which I'm not too terribly busted up about, because I actually kind of want this round booster anyway. Do I want that booster right away, or do I want this one? I think I actually kind of do want the... I think I do kind of want this booster right away, so I will go ahead and grab that. Then I'll build the Automa deck here real fast. I just got to remember how to do it. 2. That one's going to go back to the box. Once again, I'm going to play on the easiest difficulty today, because there's still a lot that can go wrong even when you're playing on the easy difficulty. So anyway, I'll give the rest of the reserve a shuffle. And I'll take that card back toward the box. And then it's turn bottom 3? Yes, turn the bottommost 3 cards perpendicular to the rest of the deck. Okay. So you can see once the AI gets into this section of the deck, they'll be potentially passing. But anyway, that will do it for setup. You can see where the initial mines have been placed. The AI is down here and way down here. I've got 2 mines centered pretty nice and close together on the board. With that, we're all ready to go. So let's go ahead and get into this playthrough, and we'll start with round 1. Alright, so on income phase, I will get 3 ore, charge 4 power because of my round booster, and I'll get a knowledge. So moving up to the board, will you stay lit? Anyway, looking at the board, first round is all about getting a planetary institute or an academy on the board. So I think with that in mind, I'm actually going to pay 6 credits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 ore to put a trading station down, and I'll put it down here, with the idea being that I can eventually charge a lot of power off of that. Then the auto will actually draw 2 cards from their deck. Once it focuses, this card will be their support, this card will be their action, so the auto is first action. We'll be building a mine. Top scoring tile matters, which reminds me, we actually both are going to start at 2 on the number of sectors colonized. So within range 2 of one of theirs, and they want to get onto a new sector if they can. Well, max range is 2, but they do have 2 planets adjacent. So based on directional selection, they're actually going to build up here because they were coming down from the top of the board. So they'll build there and gain 1 victory point, which will bring them up to 1. Then for my next action, the question here is, let's see, if I'm going to I'd leave myself probably a couple ore short if I wanted to grab that if I wanted to try to get an academy out right now, there is very easily an argument to be made to just rush and get the Planetary Institute on the board right away. And I think while the coast is basically clear, I'm going to. So 4 ore and 6 credits, which will bring me down to 3. I'll put my academy or my Planetary Institute out on that planet, which will get me 5 victory points, bringing me up to 15. And I'll point this out when we come back into the next income phase, but that does actually give me new income on the income phase. So anyway, next up for the AI, they are threatening passing at this point since they're in the perpendicular section of the deck. They are passing, and the way I'm able to tell is because that icon is lit. So they will take the leftmost round booster, return this back to the right. We'll shuffle up the rest of their deck along with the top card from the reserve. All right, and then we'll turn the top 3 that way. All right, they also claim first player, and they get no victory points for that. So that gives me run of the board, does it? I could probably pick up that Gaia planet. I'm looking at this Gaia planet right here next turn to get me onto a new sector of the board. Actually, I would need a second QIC cube to do that, because I would need 1 to make the range passable, make the range habitable, make the planet habitable, and make myself be able to reach it. So I think I will spend my 4 knowledge to go up on the navigation track, which will give me access to another QIC cube. So that gives me 2. But I will probably plan on grabbing that Gaia planet next turn because I will get 4 extra victory points if I do that. So I am going to pass. And I think I will grab this round booster that gives me 2 credits and a QIC cube. I will get another 4 victory points for passing with a Planetary Institute on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which brings me up to 19. Cleanup phase would happen, except there was no real cleanup to speak of here. So with that, let's go into round 2 and another income phase. I alluded briefly to this after I put it out, but I do have new income on the income phase from my Planetary Institute being out. So I will get to charge 4 power and gain a new one, and I can do that in any order. Then I get 1 knowledge, which brings me up to 1, and 2 more ore, which brings me up to 5. Plus, I get 2 from the round booster, and I get another QIC cube. So now we can move back up to the board. And we'll see what the AI is doing, what the Autumn is doing. Oh, 3 cards perpendicular. Duh, there we go. So that's all straight. So now the AI is starting the round off. They are starting by placing a mine. Bottom scoring tile matters. Bottom scoring tile matters. Range 2, directional selection coming up from the bottom of the board. So, do they have anything adjacent? They do still have a planet adjacent. So this water planet down here, which is where they will build, and they'll get 1 victory point for that. That scoring tile can now go back to the box. Here's the bag. Oh, I was going to bring this bag closer to the board. Anyway, now that that's all handled, the round action this round is for Gaia planets. So I'll spend 2 credits and an ore, along with 2 of my QIC cubes, 1 to be able to reach this Gaia planet, another to make it habitable. I'll put this mine back down there, and I will score 4 bonus victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing me up to 24. Then the Automa, their next action, will be upgrading the priority would be trading station to Planetary Institute, but they can't do that. So it's going to end up being mine to trading station coming up from the bottom of the board. They're going to upgrade this mine to a trading station and get 1 bonus victory point for that, bringing them up to 3. Now, I also gained 3 knowledge when I colonized the Gaia planet. So, looking here, I'll spend my 4 knowledge to go up the terraforming track. So my terraforming steps now cost me 2 ore per step that I need to make. I don't know. Every light I've had in there has been finicky today. But anyway, the AI is potentially passing because they're in the perpendicular section of the deck now. They're not passing. They're going to be upgrading again. This time they can do trading station to Planetary Institute. So this trading station becomes their Planetary Institute, and they get 2 victory points for that, bringing them to 5. For my turn, let's see. I'm going to spend. I got to be careful because I've got to keep an eye on potentially getting some more credits this round. So I'll spend 2 credits and a total of 3 ore. 2 to pay for the terraforming step, the 3rd for the action. And I'll build a mine on this planet that'll give me another 3 knowledge. Then the AI is still potentially passing. They're not passing. They're taking a faction action within range 3. So where can they build? They can build potentially, let me put out satellites to determine where they can build, because they don't have anywhere adjacent right now. They've built on both of their adjacent planets. They can build here, 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 or here. It won't be one of these two because their first tiebreaker is closest distance to one of my planets. So it's going to be one of these two planets. And I think the next tiebreaker after that, I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure after that, the tiebreaker on Build a Mine is fewest terraforming steps. So they would need 3 to get here, but only 1 to get here. So they're going to build a mine here. So those can come off. I'll grab the mine here. They will take a QIC action, 1 from the left. Power tokens are, of course, on the other side. I'm going to move those, actually. So I'll put out a power token. That's 1 from the left. And they'll gain 2 victory points going up to 7. And then I'll charge a power for free. Now, looking at my current situation, I've got a whole bunch of power, so I might as well, since I'm so worried about credits, I'll spend 4 of that power to take a QIC action of a power action of my own, and I'll gain 7 credits to go back up to 8. Okay. And then the Automa is still potentially passing. This is also their last action for the round, so the question is, are they taking the action? They are. They're going to go up in a research track. They're going to have 2 from the right. They're going up in the economy track. Gain no victory points for that. They're still first player, so they'll take this booster. Return that one. Then we'll rebuild the Automa deck. One, two, three. There we are. So the Automa deck's been built for the round. They've passed. And next round is about putting out Gaia planets again, but I don't think we're doing that. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to pay 3 credits, bringing me down to 5. Oh no, I can't do that because I don't have enough ore. My plan was going to be to upgrade this mine to a trading station, but I don't have the ore to do that, so I have to pass, which means I think I want this booster where I can build a mine with a free terraforming step. I mostly need it for the credits, though, so anyway, that is it for round 2. The AI gets 2 victory points from their end of round, so they're up to 9 right now. This one can go back into the bag. And then we're into round 3, and we're into a new income phase. On income phase, I will get to charge 4 power, gain a new one, gain 2 more credits, gain a knowledge, and 1, 2, 3 more ore. Which will actually work out because that's what I was looking to do last round. But anyway, tipping back up to the board, we'll have the Automa is first player, so they will get to start. And they will start by taking a QIC action, 5 from the left, and get 3 victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They cover up taking and build a mine with a free terraforming step. 1, 2, 3, up to 12 victory points. This round is about putting mines on Gaia planets again, is it? Well, I could set myself up to do that, and that's actually not a completely terrible idea. So, let's see. So we're both on 3 sectors on the board now. Let's see here. What to do. Well, I think I'll start by spending my 4 knowledge to go up the navigation track. So now my range is two spaces away. Then the Automa, their next action, building a mine, getting onto a new sector if they can, range 2, and coming down from the top of the board. So they actually have a planet adjacent, this orange planet up here, which I can't get to in a million years. So they'll build a mine there, and then they'll gain 1 victory point, going up to 13. And looking for me, I think I will take the action on my round booster, so I'll get to build a mine with a free terraforming step. And I can reach this yellow planet right here. So I'll spend 2 credits and an ore to put a mine down here, and that is a new sector for me. So I will go up to 4 sectors on the board, right? 1, 2, 3, yep, 4 sectors on the board. So I'm all good there. Then looking at the Automa's turn, they're going to upgrade a mine to a trading station. Coming up from the bottom of the board, they'll upgrade this mine to a trading station and get 1 victory point. So they're up to 14 now. Then I was setting up to do this last turn, so I'll spend 3 credits and 2 ore to upgrade this mine to a trading station, with the idea of eventually, hopefully, starting to get some more tech tiles out. But anyway, the Automa's next action, they're going to upgrade again, coming down from the top of the board, mine to a trading station. So they're going to upgrade this mine to a trading station, and I can't charge any power off of that because it is just out of range, getting 2 victory points. So they're at 16 right now. The next round is about putting out mines. So I think, actually, I do get 3 knowledge because this is a new planetary type for me. But I think I'm going to pass here. So I will return that, and then which round booster do I want? I get first player back. I think I want the 2 credits and a QIC cube, so I will do that. And then the AI is still potentially passing. They're in their perpendicular section. They're not passing. They're going up in research track 1 from the left, getting no victory points for that. And then once again, last card in the deck for the round is the AI passing. They are not. They're taking another faction action within range. So coming down from the top of the board. But that's not the first scoring tiebreaker. So do they have anything adjacent? They don't. They could build here, 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 here. Okay, so those are the planets they could build on. Since they're looking to crowd me in, those last 2 are where they could build. Then looking at fewest terraforming steps, this one takes 2, whereas this one takes 3. So they're going to build here. So they'll build there. Take a QIC action, 4 from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, blocking off 7 credits. And they'll get 2 victory points. And then I will spend 1 victory point to charge 2 power. So 1, 2. Alright, then that is it for the AI. They take the build a mine with a terraforming step and 2 credits on income phase. The AI gets 2 more victory points. They're up to 20. So they definitely closed the gap on us in a hurry. And then last 3 get turned perpendicular. Okay. Then round 3 can go back to the bag. Round 4 is up next, and the goal here is to build mines. flipping my round booster over as well. So I get to charge 4 power, and then I put a new one into the bowl. Then I get 3 credits, 1, 2, 3, another knowledge, and 3 ore. Then we'll tip back up to the board. And then I'm first, since I nabbed first player from the Automa. Since I want to be putting out mines, I'm going to spend my 4 knowledge right off the bat and advance up the terraforming track, which will let me charge 3 power, but more importantly, 1, 2, 3. Most importantly, my terraforming steps now cost me 1 ore per step I need to make. So for the Automa, they're advancing on a research track 3 from the left. So 1, 2, 3, they're going up the artificial intelligence track, but they don't gain the resources. So with that in mind, let's see, the question is, can I get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I could actually build a federation right in here. And I don't want to do that yet, though. I want to wait until I get some. I want to wait. I'm going to take a QIC action first, or a power action, I should say, first. So I'm going to spend 4 power. What do I need more right now? Do I need credits or do I need ore? I think I need ore right now, so I'm going to take the victory for the power action to gain me 2 more ore. Then the Automa will be upgrading again. They can still upgrade to trading stations, and they're coming down from the top of the board. So they upgrade this mine into a trading station, and they get 3 victory points, going up 21, 2, 3. They're up to 23. They've passed me right now, but I don't expect that to last for long. Anyway, so I need 2 terraforming steps to get here, and my range is good enough to get there. So 2 credits and a total of, I need 1 for the step, or I need 1 for the action, and what did we say? 2 for the step. So I need 3 ore to get here, and that will give me 2 bonus victory points. So I've taken the lead back at 24 from the AI, but that won't last long. Coming over to the AI, they're taking another QIC action, 3 from the right, gaining 1 victory point. So they're blocking off just take a tactile, so we're tied again at 26. Which that's all, and this is also another 3 knowledge, since that's a new planetary type that I haven't colonized yet. That white planet is going to take me 4 steps to get to, or no, 3 steps, so I'm going to need 4 ore there. Which means I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I will go ahead and form a federation right in here. So that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power, which means I need 2 satellites. I'll go up on the final scoring tile to 2, and then which round booster, which federation tile token do I want? I think I want the 7 victory points and the 2 ore. So that'll be 4, 5 there, and then I'll go up 7 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, bringing me up to 31 victory points. Then for the Automa, going to be building a mine. Bottom scoring tile matters, except it doesn't for them. Range of 2 coming up from the bottom of the board. So I think do they have anything adjacent to them that they can build? They do not. So looking for the first planet in range 2. It'll be this Gaia planet right here, which will give them 1 victory point and another sector that they've colonized. So we're all knotted up at 4 sectors that we've colonized, right? 1, 2, 3, yep, 4. Okay. Then my turn, I can actually take the lead on that tiebreaker, and I will. So I'll need 2 ore for this and 2 credits, but I'll build a mine right here, which will give me another sector there. It won't give me the extra 3 knowledge because I've already colonized a red planet earlier. I have a trading station on this red planet up here, which I just used to build a federation. Anyway, the Automa is potentially passing here. And I do get 2 additional victory points, though, to go up to 33. So the Automa is potentially passing here. They are passing, so they'll take the round booster of trading stations and or on income, getting 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I have to 31. Then we'll rebuild the Automa deck. They've nabbed first player away from me. So hopefully I can do a little bit of damage here before that starts to go crazy. I might be able to, actually. Whoop. Would help if I shuffle it the right way. There we go. Now that we've got that all figured out, now that I'm done being a dunce. Let's see. Looking at the situation here. 1, 2, 3. Right, so I've still got 4 credits, 3 ore, and 3 knowledge, which would let me do a decent amount. Actually, one thing it would let me do, let me build a mine out here. So 1 and 2, and I'll build a mine out here. Now, again, that is not a new planetary type to colonize. It's also not a new sector for me. And I think here I am going to pass. Actually, no, I don't need to pass just yet. I could spend... I'm deciding. Do I want to set up to... I could probably set up to get a... What do I want? I want trading stations next round. I could probably start doing some serious damage with that. So I think I'll spend 4 more... So I'll spend 4 power to get 7 more credits. I'm going to have plenty of ore coming in, so that'll bring me from 2 to 9. And then I think at that point, I will just sit tight. So I'll pass, and I will plan on taking... I'm going to grab the round booster that'll let me build a mine with a free terraforming step, so technically that's passed. I'll do cleanup to remove these power tokens. I gave the AI their 6 victory points for passing already. So this round is all about... So round 5 is going to be all about trading stations. But before we get to that, we need to drop into another income phase. On income phase, I get to charge 4 power, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I get a new one in the bowls. I wish it went into bowl 2. I'll get a total of 5 credits, which will bring me up to 14, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ore, bringing me up to 8. Tipping up toward the board. Let me tip that. That'll do. All right, so for the Automa's first action... They're going to be upgrading again. They still have a trading station out, so coming down from the top of the board, they're going to upgrade this mine into a trading station. And I don't get to charge any power off of it because it's just out of my range. I did forget to give myself a knowledge on the income phase. So now that that's all straightened out... What to do? We want trading stations, huh? So I think I will start off with that. 3 credits and 2 ore. To put a trading station down here, and I get the discount on that because there's a trading station right here from the AI. So I'll put that trading station down, and that will give me 4 extra victory points. Oop, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing me up to 37 victory points. Then for the Automa, building a mine, trying to get onto a new sector if they can, range of 2, and coming up from the bottom of the board. So the Automa from here can't get to a new sector on the board. We're kind of bunched in on the left-hand side of the board over here. So they have nothing adjacent. Range 2 for them is there, 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 there. Let's see, I gotta remember what the actual order on the tiebreakers is. Final scoring tiebreaker, fewest terraforming. Oh, directional selection is actually last, so I've been doing that wrong this whole time. Anyway, it is... Tiebreaker actually is for them fewest terraforming steps, so they've got... So it's these 2 left that they could build from. And closest to my planets is actually would be this tile, this one right here. So they would build a mine here. And get 1 victory point, bringing them up to 32. Let's see, for my turn, I think we'll just go ahead and build another trading station. So another 3 credits, bringing me down to 8, and 2 more ore. I'll upgrade this mine to a trading station, and that will give me another 4 victory points, bringing me up 1, 2, 3, 4 to 40. Then for the Automa, they're looking to build a mine in range 2 and coming up from the bottom of the board on directional selection. So, actually they do have a planet adjacent. This red planet right here is adjacent to them. So, they'll build a mine right there and get 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3, going up to 35. Now, I think I'm going to spend my 4 knowledge. I'm going to go up another track. The only question is, what track am I going up? If I go up the navigation track again, that lets me charge... That would let me charge 3 more power. Going up the terraforming track again would give me 2 ore. The question is, what do I want more? Do I want the trading station, or do I want the ore, or do I want the power? I think I will take the... I think we'll take the ore, actually. So I can hopefully do a little bit more with that, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself there. The Automa's next turn. They got 1 more card before they're potentially passing. They're taking a faction action within range 3. And their top tiebreaker is trying to crowd me out. So do they have anything adjacent to them? They do not. So range 2, they could build here, 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 not here. So never mind that one. Closest to my planet, this one's out. I think both of these 2 are range 2 away. And then fewest terraforming steps. Transdim, I believe, takes 2 steps for purposes of... I believe when building a mine, for purposes of tiebreakers, Transdim... Yes, Transdim planets require 2 terraforming steps, whereas the water planet actually requires 3. So they're building here, which will put a Gaia planet there. I'll reach across the camera shot for that. So they put a Gaia planet there, build there, then they take a QIC action, 1 from the right, block off 3 victory points and 1 per planetary type, gain 2 victory points. And then they built here, so I'll charge a power for free. I was about to say. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see, that metallic planet is 3, so is the snow planet. So I think we will go. That would be, so that's both of those would be 3 steps. So those would be 4 ore apiece. I'm actually going to take my power action here to build a mine with 1 free terraforming step. So I've got to pay 3 ore, 2 for the other steps I need, 1 for the action, and 2 credits. And I'll build a mine out here. And then that will give me 3 knowledge because that's a new planetary type that I haven't yet colonized. That is not for anything on the bonus, though. Then the autumn is potentially passing. They are not passing. They're going up in a research track 2 from the right. Not gaining any victory points for that, though. I could get a research lab out now. And actually, that doesn't sound like a terrible idea at all. The only question is which boosters, which tech tile do I want? That 1 knowledge per planetary type would give me right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knowledge. Actually, yeah, I think we'll take that tile. So I'm going to pay 5 credits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 ore to upgrade this trading station into a research lab. And then let me look over here, see which one I want. I think I will take the actually, I think I'll take the 4 power on the. No, that was on terraforming. That's a one-time round action to charge 4 power. I could start doing some pretty crazy things with that, though. I think I'm going to stick with my plan, actually, to grab the. One time when you take it, 1 knowledge per planetary type you've colonized. So once again, I've colonized. My home planet of orange is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, did I miscount this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planet types. So yeah, so I do get 6 knowledge, bringing me up to 9. But I get to go up on any track I like. So I will go up the. I'm actually going to go up the navigation track, which will give me another QIC cube. Let me charge 3 power because I crossed a milestone on that. And I think that is all on that. So now the autumn is potentially passing. They are passing, so they'll take the leftmost booster, returning this one, gaining, what is it, 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll rebuild the deck. Alright. Well, I'm definitely going to have free reign here for a little while anyway. The question is, what do I want to do with that free reign? Is there much of anything I can do right now? Actually, there might be something I can do with that free reign. The question is what? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so the Automa deck's all done. Well, I think I'm going to spend 4 knowledge to go up the. Am I going to need range for next turn? Technically, I could actually even 4, 5, 6. I couldn't quite form a federation here yet, but I could set myself up to form another one next turn. Unfortunately, I don't have the ore to do that, but yeah, I don't think range is necessarily going to be a huge problem for the rest of the game. So I think I will go up the... This is a decision. What track do I want to go up? If I go up the terraforming track again, that puts me at the top and gives me another 2 ore to set up for next turn. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll flip over this Federation token to go up to the top of the terraforming track, which gives me another 7 victory points and another 2 ore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will bring me up to 48, and I'll go up to 2 ore on that. Let's see, then I'll spend another 4 knowledge to go up the, let's actually go up the navigation track. We'll go up to a range of 3 on that. And then I think I'm pretty much out of the round, so I did give the AI their 6 victory points for passing at end of round. I will take the... That's going to be a lot of power that I'm going to get. But yeah, I think I'll work with that. So I'll take the round booster. That'll give me 4 victory points for every planetary institute or academy I have out, and 4 power on the income phase. So that round tile is done. This action can come off the board. And we're into round 6 now, and the goal here is to get planetary institutes or research lab or academies out on the board. But we need to drop into another income phase. So here's where order kind of matters on the income phase. I'll gain 1 power first from the Planetary Institute being out. Then I get to charge a total of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power ready to go. I'll get 2 knowledge, 5 ore, bringing me up to 7, and 7 credits, bringing me up to 8. We'll tip up to the board. And then the Automa will take their first action for the round. Their first action. QIC action 2 from the right. So they'll block off the ability to rescore a Federation tile, Federation token, and then they'll get 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3, bringing them up to 46. I'm not too far ahead of them at 48. What do I think I'm going to need more? Credits or ore? I think I'll spend 4 victory, or 4 power, I should say, to take 7 credits. So that'll bring me up to 15. Then looking at the Automa, power action 3 from the right, 3 from the left. So I was going to lose the other one anyway, which will block off taking 2 ore, and they get 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is kind of unfortunate. I did forget to give myself 2 knowledge on income phase. That is unfortunate, but it's not game-breaking. Anyway, let's see. This metal planet right here is going to cost me 4 ore, 3 for the steps, 1 for the action. But it'll be 2 more credits and another 3 knowledge. Seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 to build a mine right there and give myself 3 more knowledge, bringing me up to 8. Then for the Automa, their next action is going to be upgrading. They don't have a trading station out to upgrade to. So they're going to be upgrading to They're trying to upgrade it to an academy, but they can't, so they're upgrading to a research lab. Based on directional selection coming up from the board, they'll be upgrading right here. So that'll become a research lab for them, and they will get 2 victory points, so they are at 51. Then coming over to my turn, I think I actually will go ahead and spend 2 credits and an ore and a QIC to make it... no, that's actually not that helpful for me. I was looking at getting up to this Gaia planet. More helpful would be if I could get out to this Gaia planet, but that's going to take me a little bit of a stretch. Unless I spend 5 power to build a mine with 2 free terraforming steps, then I can get there. I'll have to pay for 1 more step, but... Am I colonized on... No, I haven't gotten down here yet either. Actually, this... If I go here, I'd need to get some more ore, and I would be fresh out at that point. That's unfortunate, but... Actually, I could spend a QIC for an ore, so... Yeah, so let's do this. I'm going to spend 4 knowledge to go up the artificial intelligence track, which will give me another QIC cube. And then looking for the Automa, they are looking to build a mine. Bottom scoring tile matters, except they can't do anything with it. Range of 4 coming down from the top of the board. They don't have anything adjacent. So within range 2, they could build here, 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 or here. And actually, fewest terraforming steps, now that I figured it out, they're building here. So they're building down here. So all that comes off the board. They build their mine here, and they get 1 victory point. So they're at 52 right now, but that doesn't seem likely to last for long. So, coming back to my turn, though, I will spend... losing access to that, or... Losing access to that 2-ore power action really hurt my strategy. So... let me look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could actually, no, this works even better, because I can spend 2 credits, an ore, and 1 of my QIC cubes, and I can actually I need to spend 2, because I need to spend 1 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 to reach this Gaia planet, and another 1 to make it habitable. So I can put a mine there. And then I go up to... Do I have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I've colonized 6 sectors. So I've actually tied the dummy AI player. The Automa is at 1, 2, 3, 4 sectors that they've colonized. So they haven't been able to expand out as far as I have on that. But anyway, getting a little bit ahead of myself there. The Automa... taking a QIC action, blocking 4 from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they get 1 victory point, going up to 53. Now, I will spend 2 credits, an ore, and my QIC planet to reach this Gaia planet. And now I should have all 7 sectors colonized, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I've got all 7 sectors colonized now. First time I've ever done that in a game of Gaia Project. And then looking at the Automa, they're building a mine. Bottom scoring tile would matter, except it doesn't. Range 2, and coming up from the bottom of the board if there's still a tie. So range 2... would be here, here, or here. This takes 1. That water planet takes 3. The transitum takes 2, so they're building here. And they get 3 victory points, going up to 4, 5, 6, up to 56 victory points. Let's see. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could actually build a federation. I could actually build a federation right in here for a very minimal cost. And before I do that, actually, let's spend my 4 knowledge to go up the up the AI track again, which will give me another QIC cube. Then the Autumn is potentially ending the game. Is potentially going to claim end of game. They are claiming end of game, so they get 5 victory points, going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 61. And that for the Automa is the end of the game. So let's see what I can do here to potentially run up the score a bit. Well, let's see. I can't get any more ore. So I think I will just... Let's see. I'll spend 5... I only need to spend 1 power token to build a federation out here. So that, and then which one do I want? I think I will take the... Gosh, I really don't think I need anything else other than just raw victory points at this point. So I'll take the 12 victory point tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm up to 60 victory points right now. To the Autumn is 61. Then I will spend... I want to see if I can form... forming a third federation is going to be a huge ask at this point. But... I would need 1 more ore to get out another research. I would need 1 more QIC to get out another research lab. And I can't build a mine. So I think I'll just spend 4 power to get 2 more knowledge. Not that I think that's going to matter for anything in the grand scheme of things except for scoring at the end of the game. Do I even think there's much of anything else I can do at this point? I could get another trading station out, but like I said, that won't really do much for me at this point. And I can't even I can't even make a federation over here. Yeah, I think I just tap out at this point and I claim end of game myself. So I will take my 4 victory points for... Actually, I don't think I gave the Automa their 5 victory points for claiming end of game. No, I didn't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they should be at 66 right now. So I will pass and I'll take end of game for myself. So I get another 4 victory points because I have the Planetary Institute out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now I'm 2 behind the Automa, but that will not last for long at all. So with that, let's go into final scoring, and for that we need to move over to the scoreboard. Last time we played this was a nail biter. I don't think it will be this time. So anyway, that can now go back to the box as I'm starting very, very slowly on cleanup. But anyway, so end scoring. Okay, so that can get out of my way. I always have to grab the rule book so I can remember how to do endgame scoring properly. So we start off with the scoring tiles. So we start off with the final scoring tiles. So on sectors, the dummy player started off at 7 or at 6. I got to 7. The Automa got to 4. Actually, they had a planet adjacent to them all along, that brown planet, but anyway, I kind of derped on that, so we'll just pretend I didn't see that. So 7, I get 18 victory points, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The main AI player actually lost to the dummy, so they get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then for most satellites, I get 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The Automa gets 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that's done. Now we have research scoring, and this is where I'm probably going to blow the Automa out of the water. So they didn't get to any of this level 3, 4, or 5 on the track. I got to a 5 on the terraforming track and a 4 on the navigation track. For every 3 and above you get 4 victory points per. So since I got 5 of those, I actually get 20 victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 victory points there. And then for resource scoring, I ended the game with 1 ore, 2 knowledge, and 9 credits. So that gives me another 3 victory points for 1, 2, 3. Final score here is 117 to 78. This was not close at all. But anyway, actually, I'm going to spot them. I'm going to pretend that they should have had a mine at some point on one of these sectors. I don't think it would have changed anything, so I'll spot them an extra 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, so the final score is actually 117 to 84, so it wasn't particularly close, but anyway, that will do it for this playthrough of Gaia Project. We have managed to win as the Geodens. Wednesday this week we'll be doing our first play-along video of Welcome To, and I'll have more details on that Wednesday. Also, next week we're going to start the winter campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game, but I'll have more about that on Wednesday. Once again, next week will be the first scenario of that campaign. Once again, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas wherever you're celebrating, and enjoy your time with your families. And thank you for taking some time out to catch this video. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.